Hello there everyone, welcome back to Pikmin 2. Last time we did the Emergence Cave in the Valley of Repose, and today we're going to jump straight into the Awakening Wood. So this is going to be the first time we really get to jump into an area in this game. There's going to be quite a lot to get done on a single in-game day. I will not cover a whole day in a single part with this, and that's going to happen a whole lot throughout this entire series because some of these caves can get quite long. Good morning. It should please you to know the purple Pikmin are lodged safely in my hole. The confines of my interior seem to suit them perfectly, though they do occasionally tickle me. Stand in the ring of light below me and press A to call the purple Pikmin out. So yeah, like I said yesterday, the purple Pikmin will not have an onion, so we need to actually come up to the ship and just take them out right here. We only have 10 of them, so everything is perfectly fine there, and what I'm going to do is get out all of our reds, since we only have 70 Pikmin altogether anyways, and we're going to take a quick trip over this way to this grass. Much like in Pikmin 1, tall grass is going to spout nectar out of it, except the ship just has to be annoying. And I'm not going to read this because I am so tired of seeing the controls show up, and you probably are too by now. But yeah, much like in Pikmin 1, we can have our Pikmin attack the grass here and wait for some nectar to spout out. Maybe. Wow. I'm getting really unlucky with getting nectar. Not a single bit? Okay, well, that wasted a solid 30 seconds. Okay, but yeah, we have a new enemy type here for this game. This is going to be the female shear grub. They were in Pikmin 1, and don't really do too much. They just kind of exist. We have some dwarf red bulborbs and a red bulborb there. Called them the spotty bulborb yesterday. That's their name in Pikmin 1. They did change it in this game. That is my bad. But moving on from that, I'm going to throw about probably 30 onto this wall, or 33, and just let them take care of that. Right here, we have another new enemy type. This is going to be the honey wisp, and it is just good at dropping nectar for you. Now that we have flowered Pikmin, they fulfill a lot of the same roles as they did in the first game. It appears to have enhanced motor skills. What a wondrous nectar, how intriguing. Like plants, Pikmin mature from leaf to bud to flower. Captain Olimar, you must share that information you have with your subordinate, Louie. Yeah, the flower Pikmin are always going to be in Pikmin. I don't think we'll ever get a Pikmin game that does not have flower Pikmin in it, because they are so handy to have. This red bulborb right here is going to be quite helpful for testing the might of the purple Pikmin. So I'm just going to grab all 10 of our purples right here and nothing else, and throw them at this red bulborb right here. And as you can see, they took it out with no problems whatsoever. I'm going to throw 3 purples onto that strawberry right there. That is going to be our first treasure to bring back for the area, as well as throw a bunch of Pikmin onto these things here so that we can get these going back to the onion. I want to sprout a lot more reds, so I'm just going to throw everything at all the stuff lying around here. So one thing I should say, I guess, is that purple Pikmin will carry back red pellets and get you more red Pikmin, since we can't actually get more purples from other means. So we'll just have them bring it back for more reds. And here we have our first treasure back as well. This is going to be the Sunseed Berry for 170 Pokos. Oh, we must have hit 100 Pikmin already. Olimar, we have a problem. The onion has ceased ejecting seeds. Is it malfunctioning? Interesting. It now seems the number of life forms within the onion has increased. Didn't you note that no more than 100 Pikmin will venture onto the planet at once? But I currently observe only 95 on the surface. Could there be wild Pikmin somewhere? So yeah, there are going to be some wild Pikmin on the map, and I guess we've recovered 10% of the debt. If we open the Awakening Wood map, you can see the blue onion over here and a couple of blue squares. There are blue Pikmin just sitting out on the surface. Much like how we found the red Pikmin wandering around, there are blue Pikmin and yellow Pikmin wandering around in the game that we can find, because they can survive on their own now. We don't have to tell them what to do for the Pikmin species to stay alive. I think it's a really nice touch, and that's really all there is for that. But now that this wall is just about down, we get to encounter another new enemy type. This is brand new to Pikmin 2. This is going to be the Cloaking Burrow Knit. You can see it right over there with its nice eyes on its shell. For a lot of enemies in this game, you're going to want to get out your purples, go up to it, and start throwing them, and it will die. This enemy will kind of poke its nose out and stab your Pikmin and then try to eat them. Don't let that happen. And then we're going to have to talk to another new enemy type already. So this flower right here is actually an enemy. If we throw a purple at it and then give it a second, out will come this big monster. This is the Creeping Chrysanthemum. It is a pretty easy enemy type to kill. Just keep throwing your purples at it and then reds, and it will eventually die. That one took longer to kill than they normally do, but yeah, they really aren't too difficult to kill. Over there, we have a white bramble wall that we can't get to yet, so we're going to walk over to this cave. This is going to be the main attraction for today. Biological sensors are reacting violently. The readings are ominous. A beast of unknown power lurks in these depths. A large Pikmin group would be reassuring. My sound sensors are picking up hostile roars of many beasts. Expect dangerous encounters. Sensors are also showing extreme heat pockets. You may need flame-resistant Pikmin. But my records indicate no such data. Are my records incomplete? So yeah, it's a good thing that red Pikmin are flame resistant, so we're going to go on ahead and jump into the Hole of Beasts. So let's see. Yeah. Alright, so this is going to be our first real cave experience. This is going to be a 5 sublevel 4 floor. Wait. No, I said that wrong still. My bad. This is going to be a 5 sub-level cave. The Emergence Cave, while it was only 2, this one is going to be 5. Quite a few of the early game ones will be about 5 or 6. And then we'll get to longer ones later in the game that might be 10 plus. This first floor is not going to challenge you too much, or really even this entire first cave, aside from maybe the boss if you aren't expecting it. The layout will be semi-random. Really, the only random things about it will be if these 2 paths on the side here are there or not. Other than that, it will always be the same, and we'll have 1 treasure on this floor. It's going to be this D-pad right here. You can just kind of send some Pikmin on it and let them carry it back, and then walk over to the exit right here. There are 9 shear grubs altogether. It's only 4 males and 5 females. Nothing too scary. Your Pikmin should be able to take them out pretty easily if you throw them all willy-nilly. Yeah, this is going to be worth 100 Pokos. It's called the Stone of Glory, and that is it for this floor. So let's jump on down to sub-level 2. The most important thing to note about this floor, other than the fact that we're going to get some more purple Pikmin here, is that it's always going to have the same layout. So it doesn't really matter anyways. It's pretty obvious where things are, and we're just here for the purples. There's nothing else on this floor than purple Pikmin. Anyway, if you hold a Pikmin and press X, you can swap between flower and leaf of that tier, and did I mess that up? No, I didn't. Okay, good. We're gonna throw one more Pikmin in here. I accidentally threw one purple into this candy pot bud. That's fine. Throw 5 red leaves into here, and then we'll go up to how many purples is this gonna bring us up to? 20, right? 20 purples is a pretty good amount. We're gonna be using that many for a lot of caves in this game. Maybe a few more, maybe up to like 30 to 35 sometimes, but most of the time it's gonna be around 20. Over here, we're going to have our first egg. These were maybe in Pikmin 1 a few times. I'm already blanking on that, even though I just played it. But yeah, they will have nectar and other things in them. Sometimes not so nice, but that's really all on this floor. So we'll go on ahead and jump down to sublevel 3. Sublevel 3 will have a pretty similar layout every time. It's usually just going to be in a slight L shape, so you can see that there. And this floor will have no enemies on it other than... No, wait, no. It doesn't have any enemies on it. That's sublevel 4 that's going to have some enemies. So it's mainly just a floor that will introduce you to the Fire Geyser hazard. Much like in Pikmin 1, there are fire geysers that only red Pikmin can walk through. All your other Pikmin types will get set on fire, such as this. And the first time it happens, we'll get this cutscene explaining that we need to blow out the flames with our whistle. Go on ahead and get your Pikmin away from it. And unlike Pikmin 1, though, you can actually defeat the fire geysers and just make them not be used anymore. They aren't really that dangerous. There is only one hazard in this game that is actually somewhat dangerous. I say somewhat, I mean really dangerous. And there is going to be a treasure inside of this little spot right here, so go on ahead and throw your Pikmin in there, and then we'll get this other one that is just a big floppy disk. Whoops. Let's take this out, and then I'm going to go on ahead and just swarm 15 Pikmin onto that, and I will skip to when both of these treasures are back to the pod. Or one will get back immediately. Yeah, this is worth 150 Pokos. It's the Strife Monolith, and I don't even know what this is supposed to be, honestly. But yeah, now we'll just skip to this one getting back. Alright, so this is going to be the Cosmic Archive for 230 Pokos. As you can see, it just looks like a floppy disk. And you'll hear this noise in the background. That is going to tell you that all of the treasures on this floor have been obtained. So we'll jump down to sublevel 4 already. We are making our way through this cave quite quickly. There really isn't too much about this cave that is extremely interesting. Like, this floor is going to have a couple fire geysers on it and one red bulb orb, but there's nothing to worry about with these guys because we have purple Pikmin. Wait for them to kind of get close to you, that way you know that you won't accidentally swap to reds. Kill it, and out will pop a Game & Watch. We'll go ahead and throw flower Pikmin. We need 20 of them to lift this thing and get that going back to the pod. That is going to be one of 2 treasures on this floor. The other one is going to be in somewhere around... There it is. It is going to be a playing card that Nintendo used to make before they made video games. Yeah, the Game & Watch is worth 280, and it's called the Dream Architect. And unfortunately, you can't play Game & Watch Ball on this, although that would have been a really cool Easter egg. The card will only take one Pikmin to lift. and you don't really need to worry about it after that. But come over here, or wherever it might be for you, I guess, since it will probably be randomized on this floor. Yeah, this is 140 Pokos, and it's the Luck Wafer. But as I was trying to say, before I got rudely interrupted, this is going to be another Violet Candy Pop Bud that will appear somewhere on this floor, and it will put us up to 25 purple Pikmin. This is a great number to have already. The game's really trying to set you up for how many you're gonna need. Keep in mind, we probably won't even get to 100 by the end of the game, except we will, because we are gonna need 100 for something later on. But for now, there should be an egg somewhere else on this floor. Go on ahead, smash it open, get some nectar, and fail miserably at using it. Wow. Okay, there we go. And that should be it for this floor, or there's gonna be another egg. I do recommend using all of the resources on these cave floors to your advantage. The game gives them to you for a reason, because you'll probably want your Pikmin to be flowered, even just to save a small amount of time. And there will be other things that come out of them, like I said, and those you will definitely want to be taking advantage of. But yeah, go on ahead, jump down to Sublevel 5, and we'll finish up this cave. So, this cave floor will have your first boss encounter of the game. It'll be the final floor. Most final floors will contain a boss fight, and by most I mean pretty much all except for the emergence cave. What you're going to want to do is grab just all 25 of your purple Pikmin, and say hello to our queen. She is back in Pikmin 4, and spicier than ever. This is the Empress Bulblax. Once you see her start to shake your Pikmin like that, whistle them off, because she will start rolling around, and she can crush all of your Pikmin in one go. Once you've woken her up, just do what I did, where I just started to throw Pikmin at her like no tomorrow, and you should be able to take her out in only one roll pretty easily if you take advantage of your purple Pikmin. Once she dies, she will drop her corpse and a treasure. It is a little weird to use the corpses in this game, since you can't use them to get like 50 Pikmin at once. How bizarre, this device is emitting black light. It must have been ingested by that creature. What an absolutely repulsive life form. Our return to Hakatate cannot come soon enough. So yeah, go on ahead, grab the reds, and we're going to start carrying this treasure back. One important thing to note is that boss treasures are going to be special treasure types within this game that will... Some of them aren't even actually carrying that. They're going to be special treasure types that will give you some sort of upgrade. This one is going to be the most important of them all, as it is going to allow you to get treasure a little bit easier. It's going to be worth 200 entire Pokos, and it's going to be called the Prototype Detector. This contraption seems to react when it approaches treasure. I will connect it to my radar. Processing complete. The treasure gauge is now fully operational. It will now appear on your monitor. The needle will move right as you approach treasure. So yeah, if we look in the bottom right corner, we now see our treasure radar. It's going to go gray whenever you've collected all of the treasures in an area. So you can use this to figure out whether you have all the treasures on a subfloor. But yeah, that's really it for the Hole of Beasts, so let's go ahead and jump up to the surface. On the treasure salvage screen, you'll see we have 1100 Pokos from the 6 treasures in this cave. Hopefully you didn't lose any Pikmin, but it's perfectly okay if you did, as you can always grow more, or take some time to farm purples later on. Go ahead, save the game, and we'll return to the surface. I'm not going to end this part here quite yet, though. I'm actually going to reach the next cave before we end things off, because I feel that will be a better starting point for tomorrow, as it's going to take a little bit to do some things after that cave. in the next part that I want to get done. There's a certain point I want to reach within the Awakening Wood on day 3, because the goal is going to essentially be to rush getting all the different Pikmin types unlocked. But take your purple Pikmin, throw them onto this bag. It is going to take 200 to weigh down, so 20 purple Pikmin will be enough. And we're going to see another Cloaking Burrow Knit. Just like before, throw your purples at it, stun it to death, and you're not even going to get the chance to eat that Pikmin. As you can see, he did attack, but as long as you kill it before the Pikmin goes into its mouth, it'll be perfectly okay. And now that we've done that, we're already at the other cave. That's why I wanted to come here today. It only takes about 30 seconds. Astounding, my metal detectors are reacting violently. What could be down below? If you find trouble below, press plus to contact me and press right on the D-pad on the radar screen. The exploration pod will drop its loot to make room to carry you, Louie, and the Pikmin to safety. So yeah, this is going to be the other cave we can do in the Awakening Wood for now. It's called the White Flower Garden. You can probably take a wild guess at what will happen here if you know anything about the game at all. And yeah, that is going to do it for today. I will see you guys next time where we'll be taking this on. Bye-bye.